The North London Valiants have actually initiated a process to call an extraordinary general meeting. Next week they'll be formally writing to the board and all the shareholders. The board cannot refuse it. They have to action it within a certain space of time. It's something that they should have done in the first place, but it proves that actually the fans are so unhappy with the current board and the regime and they want change. So now an extraordinary general meeting is going to take place and hopefully the voice of the shareholders will be heard. That's point one. Point two is yesterday the board issued pre-season ticket offers and they've got an early bird offer for before the end of April. For several months now, one of the campaigners against the regime, against the current regime, set up a website called Starve Them Out campaign, which was basically pledged the season tickets not to renew, and if I was to take over, then I would actually honour those pledges. What I've done since yesterday's news is I've actually offered a further 10% discount on those prices. So I guarantee that anyone that actually pledges not to renew season tickets with the current regime, I've guaranteed that when I take over, I'll offer those ticket prices. But from yesterday, I'm offering a further 10% discount to those season ticket holders. And interestingly, it's gone from 1,000 to 1,200 in 24 hours as a result of my extra discount. And given that this offer is available to the end of April, we're very hopeful that we'll hit 2,000 season ticket holders who are not going to renew under the current regime unless the board of directors come and start talking properly with me so I can actually then facilitate a takeover.
And we've seen fans protest the last 3 home games, particularly on Tuesday night. It was very cool again. You were there talking to them. How imminent is a takeover in terms of, in your eyes, how realistic are you of a takeover?
Well, first of all, the demonstrations have been taking place all year, at every home game. They're exerting a lot of pressure. 3 of the existing board have resigned. In fact, 2 have resigned, the 3rd is going to resign next week. So the overwhelming support is in my favour for a takeover. The question really is now how long are the board prepared to resist the pressure from the fans and the shareholders. It's always been the case that eventually it was always going to hang on the end of season and how many season tickets were going to be sold. So next 4 or 5 weeks will determine whether or not the club are going to actually have less cash, and if they do, they'll have to come and talk to me. And the second thing is the EGM.
And finally, are the finances there to what are your plans for the club? Say you do take over, are the finances there to try and take the club forward as far as you can?
Absolutely. I mean, that's part of the reason why I've got involved, because I'm local, I'm willing, and I've got the financial means to not only bail the club out and put it into order now, but to actually expand the club, give it a bit of ambition and dream to take it to where it really should be, which is in the Championship.